Okay. Hi, I'm Debbie Baker. I'm a nursing supervisor with Comprehensive Nursing as well as the assistant to the Director of Nursing. If you've not downloaded the Employee Handbook, you may wish to do so now before we get started. I'd like to tell you a little bit about Comprehensive Nursing. We've been in existence for 23 years and we have one of the best reputations in the state of Maryland. Our purpose and our company's goal is to provide the best nursing care that we can for our clients, to have each and every client treated as if they were part of your family, to assist the parents and not take over, to remember that you are there to take care of that child, follow the physician's plan of treatment, and be the best nurse out there. If you turn to page 4 of your handbook, we'll talk a little bit about latenesses. I'll clump latenesses, cancellations all together. If for any reason you're going to be late or you need to cancel a shift, we'd like for you to call the office, to call the on-call person, and to let them know that you're going to be late. If you're scheduled at a client's house at 7 o'clock and you get a flat tire and you don't call us and something happens to that child between the time you are supposed to be there and you arrive, you are legally responsible and your nursing license is on the line. Same as if you're scheduled to get off at 3 and you stay till 4 and you get injured at the home, it becomes an insurance issue and we won't be able to cover you because your shift will have ended. No call, no show. The first time you don't show up for a case, we may say, okay, we maybe didn't hear you right, or maybe we didn't read your request correctly. The next time you're going to get written up, and the third time you're going to get fired. Reasons for immediate termination: common sense. You're a professional. Don't do drugs, don't sleep on the job, don't go to work drunk, don't falsify your time slip, don't steal from the client, don't behave inappropriately for a nurse. You went to school for a long time for this nursing license. Respect it. Dress code. We ask that when you go to work that you look professional. You may wear pants and a shirt. You may wear scrubs and a lab coat. I ask that you not wear hot pants, shorts, tank tops, halter tops, flip-flops. Remember, you're a nurse. You need to act that way and dress that way. If you know that you're going to go for a doctor's appointment with a client, wear a lab coat over your clothes so that the doctor can differentiate between you and the family member. Communication with the office is very important. In this age of technology, we have email, text messaging, phones. Although those are great, we ask that you still call the office at 410-529-0078 and speak to a scheduling coordinator or a nursing supervisor should you need to update anything, should you have any concerns or issues. If it is after 5 o'clock and you need to cancel, we ask that you call that same number and that you speak to a scheduling coordinator. A lot of times you'll get a phone call from a scheduling coordinator during the day, a text message. Please don't text that coordinator back. 9 out of 10 times that phone is off. Call that office, that 410-529-0078 number, and you will get to speak to an on-call person. We have 5 nursing supervisors. We have 5 scheduling coordinators. We have 2 on-call ladies. There's always somebody that you can speak to. If it's after hours and you call that 410-529-0078 number, it'll say the office is now closed. Hit option 2. It will be like a beeping sound and you'll think you've been disconnected. Just wait 5 seconds and an on-call person will pick that up. If I call or somebody else calls in the office and they want to know if you can work next week and you think about it at 11 o'clock at night, call back and hit option 3 and leave a message. Those messages get taken off a couple times in an 8-hour period. Meals. We ask that you take your meals to work with you. You're not going to be able to leave and go to McDonald's or Taco Bell. You're not going to be able to eat the family's food. You're not that busy that you can't just sit there and eat your sandwich or whatever you've taken to work. I ask that if you bring your food to work, that you ask the family if you can put it in their refrigerator. If you use a microwave and something splatters, wipe it out. If you use a dish, please clean it up and put it away. These families have enough to take care of. Phone calls. We all have cell phones. I ask that you not be on yours. If you want to keep it on silent and check it every now and then, that's fine. Please do not be on it during your shift. You're there to take care of that child. If you're talking on your phone the entire day, how much time are you actually giving to that baby or that child that you're taking care of? Children, we ask that you not take your children to work with you. If you worked in a hospital, you couldn't take them, so when you work for us, please leave them home also. Reporting any situation to the office. Again, communication is very important. Some of the things you might report to the office is 1, if your case goes in the hospital. 2, if there's a change in a medication. 3, if something goes on there that you have concerns about. Call the office and ask for a supervisor. Confidentiality. You will sign a confidentiality paper. We ask that you not discuss one case to another. We ask that, if you work at 2 different houses, that those moms never know that each other exist. Grievance, sexual harassment, and cultural sensitivity. If for any reason you feel like any of that is not being respected, you have a right to file a grievance. We ask that you call the nursing supervisor and let her know of an issue. It will then go to the director of nursing, and he will take care of it. If for any reason you feel like you're not respected by someone in the office, please let us know so that we can take care of it. Nursing license, CPR card, and in-services. You will be expected to update your nursing license once a year. This is usually around your birthday. Your CPR card is usually good for 2 years, and you will need to do an in-service 1 quarterly. Denise is our human resource manager, and she will monitor this and track these, and you will get notified before your nursing license and your CPR card expires. Transportation. We ask that you not drive a patient anywhere. You may go with a family member anywhere that you want, but you are not allowed to drive them. Your insurance does not cover you, and COMAR regs say that you are not to drive a client. If you're driving that client and something happens to them, you cannot pull over and tend to them like you need to. Job description. You've all read your job descriptions and you understand them. Working in home care, job descriptions tend to deviate a little bit. Be a little flexible in your cases. I don't expect you to scrub the floor, run the vacuum, or clean the bathrooms, but I do expect that the patient's room be kept neat and clean. You acknowledge that we're a temporary agency. I don't guarantee you work, and you don't guarantee me work. The way that you guarantee yourself work is that when I send you to a case, that you do an exceptional job, and that parent calls me in and says, how did I ever live without her or him? They were amazing. I want more of them. That's how you keep your job. Payroll is done every week. You have to have your notes and time slips into us by Tuesday at 12 noon, and you'll get a paycheck on Friday. If you turn in 1 note and you've worked 5 days, you're going to get paid for 1 day. Our notes are yellow and white copy. They're 2-part. And our time slips are yellow, white, and pink. I tell all the nurses this. The 2 white copies come into the office. The pink copy stays in the client's chart. The yellow copy goes home with you for your time slips. And the yellow note stays in the chart. If for some reason your white time slip and your white note get lost, you can go back and pull that yellow note and bring it into the office and get paid. Again, your notes are due in the office every week. In your packet, you've signed a paper stating that you understand our payroll policy, and that in the event that you can't get them in there, you are to call the office. If you don't turn your notes in every week, you hold up billing. Once you come into the office a little bit more, we can go over your time slips. We'll go over the nursing notes, how to write them. We're JCAR accredited, so we don't use abbreviations. And we'll also go over how to write an order. Thank you.